What is up, beautiful human? I hope you're doing well. It's been a hot minute since I've done one of these, and I really have just a very simple thing I want to say, just to kind of mark here, the journey I'm going on, the different things I've talked about. It's interesting, I can actually see like a progression when I look at my videos. So I'm going somewhere. I don't know where I'm going. I mean, it's a progression. But I will say, and this is simply all I'm trying to say in this video, and it's so simple that we miss it. It's one of those truths and those things that you have to embody. You have to choose to embody. And then maybe the momentum of that will carry you, right? It'll become your new norm. But until then, we have to make conscious decisions in life if we want anything to change. Otherwise, we're just looping. It's Groundhog Day. And then making the choice, right? You do the action that's needed. And what I wanted to say today is I'm seeing such a clear difference between thinking and living. I don't think you can actually do both at the same time. And you could argue that, but I think what I'm getting at is actually really simple and not to be overthought. It's too easy to overthink things. It's too easy to analyze, predict, to scan. It's too easy to do that if you've had a life where maybe you've made mistakes, you've been taken advantage of, all these things. It's like there's an experience to be had right now. Like I'm sitting in a chair, right? If I don't say any words right now, there's no thoughts running through my head. No thoughts at all. So I'm really here. I'm really here in this moment. Now, I could narrate that moment instead. Could think, well, I wonder how many seconds, in the head. Like, I wonder how many seconds I've been sitting here. I wonder if I should make a longer pause to make it more dramatic. I wonder if I should say something. What should my next thought be? That motor that just keeps going and going and going and going. It's not even necessary. Look, the video is happening. I don't have to think about what to say next. It just happens. It just comes. And that's how I'm trying to live life. I'm trying to just really live my life, I don't want to be in situations that make me overthink. I don't want to be in any limbo state, I don't, anything, seriously, anything. I'm at a place right now, which is, I would love to hear if anyone else is here, but I'm at a place where if I find myself thinking too much, it is not fun. It's not what I want. I don't want to be thinking. I don't want to be intellectualizing. Although that's fun, I'd rather just be living, And that's easy for me to say, right? Because I basically spend most of my time alone. I like it like that, I like doing my own thing. So it's easy for me to say. But I'm noticing so much how the brain is a tool. You should apply it to things that you need. Problem solving, yeah, use your brain. Work problem, or you're at work, yeah, use your brain if you need to. But you don't need to use your brain all the time. And matter of fact, life is so much better without it. With just living, just taking the actions you need. Don't think about it. There's no story. Or if you get rejected from something, it's like, no big deal. There's no story there. It's just like, okay, redirect. It's like, doo-doo. Like, I feel like a Zen master or something. First it was, if you're following my saga, first it was like, I'm going to get rid of seasonal depression. And I just decided, and it's gone. It's gone. It's like the thinking about how much I didn't like it, how sad I was in the winter, how much I wanted summer. Like that was torture that I inflicted on myself because of my thinking. So you just let that go. You have decided that that's not a thing for you. And then it's not a thing. It's that simple, There's so many of these things that are that simple. Sometimes I sit with these things as I've been processing throughout the year or so I've been doing these videos. And I'm like, is it really that simple? Like the seasonal depression thing, is it really that simple? You can just decide, let it go. Wow. You mean you can just decide to not overthink? Yeah. Yeah, you can. You can just decide that. It's a tool. We turn it on and off. But if it's been running so long, you don't realize that it's a switch that you can turn on and off. And maybe meditation will help. I like meditation. But you could also, I think what I lean more towards now and where I'm coming from is just realizing there's no need to think. I find myself thinking about something. I'm like, there's no need to think. Like, why am I thinking about this? There's no need. I made a decision. I don't need to think. Like, why would you think? Why? Just make your decisions and go with your life. I hope someone gets this. I hope someone gets this and gets what I'm saying, because it's I wouldn't have resonated with what I just said a year ago, right? I would not have resonated at all. Which is funny. It's funny how we change, isn't it? It's funny how, like, we're always changing, different focuses, different things. If we're lucky, I think we're always changing. But you can cause a lot of pain for yourself wanting things to always be the way that they were, right? Whatever narrative you're trying to uphold. So yeah, living's pretty good, Actually, living's pretty great, yeah. It's pretty magical, just in itself, just the simplicity of it, just eating food, enjoying that. That's fun. Going for a little walk. That's so fun. Taking your shoes and socks off and walking around in the cold morning grass. That's fun. It really invigorates you, It's like, whoa, that's really cold. At least where I am right now. It's very cold. So, life is worth living. And you owe it to yourself to live a little, to get out of your head, to embody your life. What a gift we have. Anyways, I'm getting all like that. So that's basically all I had for this one. If it resonated, I'm glad. Thanks so much for hanging out with me here for a little bit. And as always, I will see you when I see you. Take care.